Hey everyone, this is Party Fan 101, and I'm going to post this video in my main channel and my vlog channel because this can go on both channels, seeing as my location. So, I am here with Mommy.
Hi.
I'm going to go see Incredibles 2 for the second time. She's going to go see Jurassic World. I have a couple messages before I start this topic. Number one, Big Hero 6 literally started 2 minutes ago. So, actually, would be. Yeah, 2 minutes ago. So, by the time I'm making this video, like, if it's not uploaded on demand by the time I get back, I'm going to have to postpone the next review till tomorrow. So, yeah. And also, why? You know you've been on my vlogs before, right?
I don't want to be on there with my hair looking like this.
Viewers, what do you think about her hair?
Do not do that, Jay.
Yeah, I think it looks nice.
Yeah, that's not what you usually say.
Well, my second part before I get to the topic is thank you everyone that made the Howling Commandos video a success, because now it's my second most highest viewed video on my channel right now, over 1,000 views. Thank you so much. It originally started off as a concept trailer, like something that was just an idea, but you know, now I'm gonna have to put in development because there's high demand for it. So yeah. Now, let's get to the topic at hand. So, there are people out there, in articles and all that, saying that they are willing to get this one. They are willing to remake The Last Jedi, like theatrically release it and everything with a budget. They have no official permission from Disney or Lucasfilm or anything like that, but they want to get producers and storytellers and all that to make it. Now, listen, I don't care if you hate The Last Jedi. I don't care if you love The Last Jedi like I do, and like she does. You gotta see what this is from both angles. And what this is ridiculous. Now, I don't need to be the one to tell you that a remake to The Last Jedi is a very bad idea. Why is this a bad idea? Well, I'll answer that question right now. Remaking The Last Jedi would not only throw a giant wrench in what Lucasfilm is trying to do right now with Episode 9 in development, but it would also confuse the heck out of the audiences. Like, would you consider yourself a general moviegoer?
Of course.
So, if you were to see a poster in AMC theaters for The Last Jedi, let's
go.
Like, if you were to see a poster for The Last Jedi in AMC theaters in 2017, and then a year later, you see a movie in there with the same name, wouldn't you be confused?
That's not going to happen. They cannot release a movie for Star Wars without their permission. So I don't know what blog you were looking at or what you were. I don't know where you got that information
because
from.
They're trying to catch the attention of Disney because they already have a bunch of celebrities talking about it. So
they can talk as much as they want to talk. You know, people,
like,
if they don't appreciate a movie, just move on to the next movie, and maybe you'll enjoy the next one. You don't just go and say, oh, that was crappy. You know, I don't like to do that to people's work. They put their time and effort into the work.
Yeah.
And you just move on to the next. Make your own movie. Be creative.
Yeah.
But
like,
that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Because they will be sued immediately.
Yeah, theoretically, let's say if it were to happen, wouldn't you be confused?
I don't know if I would be confused. Well, okay.
Exactly. So, like I said before, I don't care if you hate The Last Jedi. I don't care if you love The Last Jedi. This is ridiculous. Now I heard the entire article. So I heard all of the points that they're trying to say.
And what were the points?
They were basically saying that The Last Jedi didn't capture like the essence of Star Wars in terms of, you know, togetherness and, you know, hope. And me personally, as a person that loved the film, I don't know what to talk about.
Well, they don't like change. They want it to be the same way that it's been before, and it was a good movie, but they have to understand that there will be change. There will be different characters that are introduced because the older characters, they're getting older, and one passed away. So they're going to have to expand the storyline with new people. So they don't like the fact that the colors have changed of the characters. You know what I'm saying? The colors have changed, and they don't like that. So
I think it's more than that. I think it's more.
I mean, it's a combination of everything.
Yeah.
They don't like to see the change. They want it to stay the way that it was before. And if that's what they want, they should just watch the old movies over and over and over again, and not bother with the new ones.
Like, could you imagine if Marvel, imagine if Avengers Infinity War came out, and they took absolutely zero risks, and they ended up defeating Thanos at the end, and the day was saved, and everyone's happy and all that, and everyone got together, and they formed the Avengers again. Wouldn't that just be lame?
Of course. Yes, you have to, you know, keep people on their toes.
Yeah, I mean,
people like to be, huh?
Oh, you keep going.
No, it's okay.
But, if let's say if, like, films, especially new chapters and franchises like this, have to take risks. And The Last Jedi, like, Disney, everyone involved with the film knew they were taking a huge risk with this movie. And the fact that, you know, the fact that it's divided the Star Wars fan base is actually kind of, you know, it's like, I don't really care because I distance myself from the Star Wars fan base. It's very toxic.
It is, because, you know, you like Star Wars for what it was and what it is a franchise that it brought people together. It talked about positive things, it showed you the negative things, but it gave a good message. But now, when things change, then you see the people that were supporting it, so you're not so supportive of them anymore. You don't really have good vibes with them anymore. It kind of changes your perspective or your understanding of the fan base. Like before, when people would talk about the Star Wars fan base, you were respected. You know, you respected it because they were supportive. They have their conventions. They, you know, they're together. But now, once you listen to them and to hear what they have to say and the negative things that they say, then now it's not in the same light. I don't respect it. You know, and that's a shame, but I respect the movie. But as far as them as a group, and not everyone is crazy. And you know, the standout people that make crazy comments, they make it bad for the whole group, and we know about that. But I mean, that's them.
I mean, like, for people that want to say the reason why Solo is flopping is because, you know, people made a boycott to stay away from it, which actually happened, by the way. That's not it. Like, it's because it was released at the wrong time. It has nothing to do with boycotts or anything like that.
Well, there's always a fraction of people. It's not. It's not really like a large fraction, maybe, because we can't count it because like, we're not out there. Excuse me.
It's like the main consensus as to why Solo is flopping is not because of a boycott.
I think they should have put it out in September, like we spoke about before.
Yeah.
I thought September would have been a better month because right after these Marvel movies, it's just like back to back to back to back. So you need to give it a break for a second and then, put out a Star Wars movie. And some of those people that are, for whatever reason, they're boycotting it, they wouldn't come, but more people would come because in September is not really a big movie month. So if you put that out there, people are looking for something good to see. And I think they would have come out in larger numbers. That's what I think. But it was too close to these Marvel movies.
Yeah.
It was like you gave people this buffet, like this large buffet for Black Panther. And then all of a sudden you put out extra food with dessert and stuff for the Disney Infinity, or whatever you call this thing.
Avengers Infinity War, mommy.
Infinity War.
This is what I have to deal with, folks.
So you put that out, and people are excited because you have dessert and all this good other food. And then now you put Deadpool on top of that, and then there was another one in between there. It was Deadpool. And then Solo. And then you put Solo out there. It's too much at one time. So.
And they couldn't put it in December because December is even worse than it was in May.
Yeah, so I think that would have been good because I think they slow it down in September because I guess sometimes, the schools are going back in and they feel like it's a slower month. People are not going out to the movies. But I think now moviegoers have changed. People go to the movies more than they used to. So people like us that go just, every weekend, there are more of us now. So, I mean, that was a loss for that. But for me, I enjoyed that movie. I mean, I thought it was a good movie. I didn't have any negative things to say about it. The people that don't want to see it, they can say whatever they want, but they didn't see the movie. You have to respect people's work.
Yeah.
I mean, keep ignorance to yourself and respect people's work.
Yeah.
And if you didn't see it, don't talk about it.
Yeah. The way to I'm going to sum this up and then I'm going to say my final words. The way to vocalize your opinion on Star Wars or the direction it's been going, it's not to harass or bully the actors or the directors. It's not to form a boycott against the movie or petition to remake the movie. It's to vocalize your opinion in a civilized way to where, yes, they can hear you and you have your opinion, and if the majority of people say your opinion and they agree with yours, then your voice might be heard. But if you're sending your message out in this hateful, despicable way, then your voice will never be heard. You won't even be acknowledged.
Or it will be heard, but it won't be respected. Because people don't like ignorance.
And let me say my final words here before I go. So, a perfect example of this would be the Snyder Cut. Ever since Justice League came out, everybody has been wanting the Snyder Cut. And they've been harassing people. They've been... just recently I heard that since AT&T recently brought out Warner Brothers or Time Warner, people have been calling AT&T in large numbers and been yelling on the phone, "Give us the Snyder Cut," over and over and over. And that's the way that I could basically sum this up, is that it's basically turned into that. And if you're going to, it doesn't matter if you love it, if you love the movie or hate the movie. You gotta express your opinion in a civilized manner, because that way you'll be stating your opinion, but at the same time you won't be, you know, degrading yourself as a human being. I think that's the best lesson to learn in this scenario.
And I think that is.
So I don't like movies that some people do. Like, what's a movie that I don't like that's very popular?
What, that's out now?
No, that you know, is generally out.
That's general? I don't know. You talking about the movie that I love?
No, Bland Husband movie is not loved by anybody.
Mm.
But I know there was one. I'll think about it later. But bottom line, vocalize your opinion better. Do it so that you don't degrade yourself as a human being. And yeah, I'm Sprite Fan 101 saying peace. And if you leave any comments that are inappropriate, I'm going to delete them. Alright? Alright. Peace. Have a good day.